Hi everyone, welcome back to Stardust Discovery. I hope you've been enjoying the series of content we've been sharing recently. All of these are just to help us understand a little more about our universe, where we belong, and so that we can make connections, can make sense of what all of this is about, why we are here, and what these things mean, especially scientifically, if, for example, you are one of those that do not understand why things happen the way they are. Most of these contents are to help you gain some insight into some of the physical processes that is responsible for what we see in our day-to-day life. Okay, so today I would like us to explore the relationship between astronomy and Christianity. And I'm sure you're already wondering, does she also go to church? Well, that's the whole essence of this video, because as a student and as an astronomer, I get all kinds of questions. So when people ask me what I do for a living and I talk to them about studying the universe, the stars, the galaxies, so many people go, wow, she's so smart. Some people would even say, oh wow, so it means you no longer believe in God. So I hear all kinds of comments, and I think this video will also help to address that. Who knows, maybe some of you that are watching this video, you are already thinking of that too. So this is to say that even as an astronomer, I go in to whatever observatory, my classroom, my lab, wherever I'm doing my work, even with my Bible. Why? Because I want to understand the universe in all perspectives. So I'm open to learn all the different dimensions. And that's what this is about. Okay? So why not you subscribe to this channel if you have not? If this is your first time, I will invite you to like this video. If by the end of this video you like what you see, and then share with your friends, get your people involved, let them hear about it. And I would like you to comment. It's so important for us to know how you feel, what you think. So I would like your feedback in the comment section. So please subscribe. Now, just thinking about all the chaos and conflicts in the church, I thought it's important that we strike a balance with all of these things. So I decided to go back historically a bit. So astronomy, which is the study of the universe and everything in it, has been an integral part of human curiosity. Even so many people do astronomy without knowing, because every day you look at the night sky, you're admiring it, you're wondering, oh, what's that object? Or you think everything is a star. And over time, we are beginning to learn that, oh, some of those are galaxies, some of those are planets, there are all kinds of things up there. However, we are always in awe of all of these beautiful creations of God, right? So human curiosity, for a long time, have always been probing answers to these things. And Christianity, did not shy away from this. Over time, Christianity has engaged with this knowledge in meaningful ways. The early Christian scholars, such as Copernicus, I'm sure if you already know these major scientists, Isaac Newton, Galileo, even Kepler, all of these people, they were Christians, all right? Actually, all of the conflicts that we have today actually started in their time when they were doing research alongside being Christians, right? So, but they didn't see it as two different subjects, science and faith. They were not thinking these things are different, right? In fact, during the medieval period, the church played a significant role in preserving and expanding astronomical knowledge. Up to today, the Vatican Observatory in Italy remains one of the oldest astronomical institutions, where research is still going on. And I know a lot of scientists, even some priests that are scientists. In fact, one of the priests in my department is also a scientist. The church recognized that studying the universe could be a way to understand the majesty of God's creation. it opens our mind to how vast, how large God is, and His love, most importantly, is as well. So, now this is not to shy away from the conflicts that the church has had over the years. We remember the popular Galileo clash with the church. I know he was imprisoned for a long time just because he tried to support the fact that the earth is not the center of the universe, but instead the sun was. So if you remember that theory about whether the earth or the sun is the center of our solar system, initially we all believed it was the earth. Even the church believed and held strongly to that. And then all of a sudden Copernicus discovered that, oh, actually it is the sun that is at the center, while the earth is revolving around it. Galileo actually made some correction to explain that, oh, the orbit is not necessarily circular, but elliptical. And he found this out when he discovered the 4 moons of Jupiter. I don't want to get into the whole story, but I just want to acknowledge that there have been ups and downs for sure. But over the years, even the church himself has now admitted and accepted that truly the sun is at the center and not the earth. So, there have been series of reconciliations over time between science and faith as we learn more and more about our universe. These two things are complementary and not contradictory. For example, the Big Bang theory, which happens to be one of those controversial conversations. As a scientist, I would like to highlight that it's actually a theory. None of us were there to say for sure, right? So we are explaining observations that we see and making inferences based on those observations. And that is all the Big Bang theory is about. So I don't see why it contradicts what the Bible says, for example. So there are different theories and school of thoughts as a result of this issue. So Christians and scientists always arguing about the evolutionary theory. How did man come about? How did the world get to be created? All of these things. So the Christian scientists think that it aligns, with the idea of a beginning, much like the creation story in Genesis. However, some Christian scientists see the Big Bang as a moment of divine creation, where God spoke the universe into existence by speaking it, right? So, but in all of these, I like one of those school of thought, which is called the evolutionary creativism. Evolutionary creationism is a theory that tries to combine the two. So both the role of God and the role of science. So essentially it emphasizes that God created the universe by creating laws and systems that we study and observe. In fact, I like the way one of my most revered professor, Deborah Hasma, puts it. So she's an American astrophysicist and a Christian as well. She believes that the designer, which is an intelligent designer, in this case God, designs through the natural processes of evolution and is the first cause of it. So actually God caused evolution to happen. So evolution is only secondary to the designer. So all the things we as scientists observed were caused by God. That's what that means. And that simplify it for me, and it actually aligns with the Genesis story, right? So astronomy invites us to ask profound questions. Why is the universe so vast? Or what is our place in all of this? These are deep theological questions, and Christianity offers one way of interpreting this mystery. The vastness of the universe can be seen as a reflection of God's infinite nature and love. And the more we discover, the deeper our sense of awe and wonder grows. You see why you should be a scientist? So in conclusion, I just want to highlight that Christianity and astronomy are not opposed, and even science in general. They offer complementary ways of understanding the universe. While astronomy provides scientific framework for the cosmos, Christianity invites us to consider the spiritual and the existential dimensions of that same universe. So together, they allow us to explore both the universe and the divine mystery behind it. So I hope this, could clear some of your thoughts about all these controversies and could, help you in the way you relate with two ideas, science and faith. All right, so there we have it. Please make sure you subscribe to this channel and like if you really like this video, and share it to your friends. And I will see you in our next one. Thanks.